Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, it's my pleasure to announce that we are actually live on Myth Brigade for a change. Despite all these cancellations, we've come back strong.
Well, some of us are alive.
That's true.
That's true.
We've come back from certain cancellations, most of which were my fault this time around. What's new there? But we are returning with one of my favorite games in the world, which would be nightsblackagents with Byron.
What?
It's your show, man.
Oh, what's up, guys?
That's you, man. Yeah.
Welcome to what very well could be the season finale of nightsblackagents. I don't
already?
think so. I don't
Season
think so.
finale.
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, yeah, season finale. I got you there, right? But anyway, no, we're definitely, things are escalating. Dracula has made his appearance, and we are getting down to business. So we will see exactly what happens with what's going on. To give us a little bit, we'll kind of go around the horn real quick. How is Mr. Tesla feeling about the events he's witnessed so far?
Mostly horrified. I think I think this place feels remarkably unsafe. I had someone steal my blood, which is it brings up all kinds of scary thoughts about what could be done with that. And so saw somebody just get pulled into a painting, as though I'm in, Alice in Wonderland right now. So I'm trying to process everything that's going on with this wacky ass party and meeting some of my own kind for the first time and realizing that they're pretty much just assholes. So that's a unfortunate situation as well. So basically very much out of my element.
Very good, very good.
I would have actually brought a bomb with me.
Yeah, well, a bomb would have been good.
But I chose not to.
You did choose not to. Yeah, that is true. And Dr. Mitchell, who just witnessed got mentally attacked, but was able to withstand it, and you have now injected Lily with a serum that
I just want to say that it was an outrageous violation of party etiquette. There's no consent that happened there, and I was really mad leaving the last episode and really scared, and then I did some more thought about it after I injected Lily, and I'm not even sure that whoever drained me even knew who or where I was, just that I was nearby, kind of like when Tesla tapped me the other time.
So Terry is unsure whether the attack was directed at her?
Yeah, or deliberate.
Okay.
I mean, it may have been deliberate, but it may not have been personal. I don't know.
You have to ask him. Assuming you get that chance.
Afterwards, when we've all kissed and made up, yeah.
Yes, of course. Absolutely. Well, some of us are kissing right now, but with thanks.
So I've just injected Lily, and I am more than anxiously awaiting the results of that.
Okay. And how is Lily feeling about this situation?
Surprisingly calm at this point.
When is Lily not calm?
That's true. Well, I mean, you just injected her with some random serum, so who knows? A little bit concerned for Dr. Mitchell. Other than that, ready to kick the D in.
Kick in the D. I like it. And I forgot to ask, but Johnny was in the main room still, right? Wasn't he headed towards the restroom?
I think I was monitoring the room when others went towards the restroom, I think.
Yeah, where Lily went towards the restroom.
Yeah.
And you can see Tesla ahead of you, probably another 40 feet through a couple of people and patrons that are in the dinner.
Right. And I think I saw a Big D as well, correct? Or what I think is Big D.
I'm not sure if you actually laid eyes on him or not. I thought that was only Evan at this point.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen
Yep,
him, but
we
I
were
don't
walking,
know
yeah.
it's the Big D.
In that
Yeah,
case,
true.
Johnny's just upset that the tonic in his G&T is clearly a couple years old. Like, I can taste the plastic, just saying. So,
True enough. And of course, Mr. Evan, who was walking with the beautiful Persephone, that is her name, by the way, And-
yeah.
and somebody cut in the dance.
Yes.
So-
and then tore her throat out.
And is currently still doing so.
Yeah, so I think I was urgently moving to help Dr. Mitchell and Lily. There was that going on. I think I was with Tesla, was I not?
No, you were with Persephone. You had ran
But we,
into
yeah,
the,
but we were
originally
just
with
behind
Tesla.
Tesla,
you
right?
were originally with Tesla. And then
Okay.
you went to find the female vampire that you saw. You saw her and another vampire walking.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You were
right.
following the suspected drainer.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think there's this moment where shit just goes haywire. I go feral. And I'm not thinking anything. This is survive time because I think I know who this is. Because he had that vibe about him. I remember.
Oh
you
yeah,
making-
it's clear. It's
So,
it's absolutely like there's no
there's-
question about it.
9mm with vampire bullets pulling out while he's sucking on her and claws out with the other hand, and I'm gonna pop a cap in that D. I'm gonna put another hole in that D.
Got it. So you have your voice mic on, of course. 'Cause everybody
Yes,
had
it's
those.
like target acquired, I say, and just there's gunshots.
Okay, so there is a gunshot that rips out. We are going to do a quick little moment of Evan, and then we will get it right around to everybody really fast here.
Boy, that means I need dice.
Okay, so Johnny, you're going to be closest to the gunshot. Just a heads up for you. Okay, so you're going to be probably about 100 feet from the gunshot off to your right. Tesla is directly ahead, 40, 50 feet, and then out into the main room where you guys had the mixer and the artifacts and stuff were out there. That is where the gunshot came from. You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm logging into the blackbook.io because I don't know anything.
Oh, are
about
you
it.
trying to?
Shh. Don't
he's
say.
using the black book. Ooh.
Ooh,
Not the
it's,
black book.
yeah, it's fine. I'm there.
Okay.
One out of the six of us.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay. What are we doing?
What's your action? You
Um,
said, so you basically, you're going, he taps you on the shoulder, you spin around, and he instantly steps in front of you and just bites down on her neck. So she's kind of like, you're kind of to the left, she's kind of in front of you, facing like the entryway to go into the main dinner room. And
he's between the
he's
two
like-
of us because he
he's
kind of cut
between
in.
the two of you. He kind of cut in. He tapped on your right shoulder, which was closest to her. You spun back, and he jumped into that opening and just bit her straight in, be her left,
Yeah.
like clavicle, trapezius,
So he's gonna get a
Misses.
vampire bullet to the back of the head.
pour into her throat. Okay, so what is your what would that be, like dexterity? I don't know how to play this game.
So there's shooting, right? Somewhere.
Yeah, I guess it would be weapons. Yeah, what's your weapons?
Shoot weapons or shooting?
shooting.
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 Can I
What's your
spend
shooting?
aberrance points here?
You absolutely fucking can.
I'll spend 2.
It's 1-to-1. For every one you spend, your shooting goes up,
Okay, so I'm
That
gonna
one.
spend 2.
and that'll go up for the scene. So when you pump that in there, that'll go up for the scene, and that will stay
Shit,
there.
yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna spend 2, and I'm gonna to increase my shooting, so that puts me at 8. So then,
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, I know, right? So then I'm gonna spend 3, and I'm gonna roll a 5. So that's not too
5.
bad. Yeah.
You like literally are almost point blank.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
nice.
give you a +2 to your roll, taking you to 7, as you lay the gun almost against his head, as you pull
Well,
the
5, but I
trigger.
spent 2,
I got you.
right? So
Yeah,
that'd be I rolled a 5 plus the 2 that I spent plus your
So
2.
you're at 7.
I'm at 9.
Plus the 2.
I'd
So
be
you're
at
at
9.
9.
Yeah, I'd be at 9.
You're at 9. Okay. So you you fire at him, and you miss.
Does it?
It's like you think he's there,
Do I shoot her in the head?
but he's not. No,
'Cause-
the bullet just flies by. You could see the bullet just goes by. It's almost like a shadow. Like what you thought was like his cape and like his suit and stuff that he had on is just like shadowy. And the bullet doesn't go through it. He's just not where you think he is.
Yeah,
Almost
okay.
like a displacer beast style where he's just not there. And it zips right past him.
Does he stop chewing her throat out or no? Is he just still on her?
He kind of like leans his head back, and you can just see like blood pouring from his mouth as it patters across the marble floor of the thing. And he just he kind of like takes his hand and just goes like this at you. And as he swings his hand, I need you to make a roll. Let's see here. What is this going to be?
Dodge.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be dodge. Believe it or not. I'm going to call it athletics.
Okay.
I believe. But give me 1 second. It might actually be. What stuff do you have on you?
I mean, I'm wearing like a tuxedo. I've got my gun, and that's pretty much it. And my phone.
You're wearing a tux? I didn't know that.
Or like some kind of costume, right? It's a masquerade ball, right? It's some kind of, I don't know what's appropriate, that kind of thing, yeah. Like
I'm gonna say athletics. You can also use preparedness.
And you should, hint, hint.
So I can use I can spend down preparedness.
Well, you can make a roll on preparedness.
Okay,
too.
so it's either I use that or athletics. I'll do athletics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend.
And I'll allow you to spend preparedness points on your
athletics roll.
Athletics roll.
Ooh, thank you, sir. Can I spend some from each?
With everything that's happened over all the episodes, I think you would. Yeah, I'll let you spend.
I'm going to spend
each.
Total of 4, 2 from each, and I'm going to roll a 6. So that's going to be a whopping 10.
A 6. So as he swings his, you said a 10?
Yeah, I modified it. It's a 10. Yeah.
As he swings his arm, the gun flies out of your hand, and it goes. You feel like your whole body, like you feel your blood getting pulled and pushed with the weapon.
I'll hurl myself that direction and try to kind of roll and take cover by some furniture.
Well, you didn't go.
No,
you didn't go.
No, I'm saying I let myself go.
Oh, you let yourself go?
Like to take away that feeling. You slide over and basically slam into the stack of chairs that's there as you hit the thing, and just kind of it don't take any damage or anything. Yeah, so
you can feel that he literally pushed you with like almost like a wave of energy.
We've got real problems. I think as he recovers into almost a sort of like a feline kind of all fours sort of thing, and just kind of he's evaluating at this point.
Okay. Johnny, what's your reaction to the gunshot?
Am I facing that direction, or am I like turning around?
You are facing straight at Tesla. You can lock eyes with Tesla. He is 50 feet from you, or about 40 to 50 feet from you. The gunshot comes from, it echoes in the main ballroom. In the main ballroom, and it's like 100 feet to your right. Through like double doors and curtains.
We have microphones on, correct?
Yeah, you have microphones.
I whisper on the microphone to Zleb, we need 1 pound of C4 with a short fuse immediately.
I didn't bring any.
Remember, Lily has the ability to find anything in that bag of hers.
All right, I'm gonna rush into the restroom, and I'm gonna be like, we got gunfire. Lily, do you have anything in that bag of yours?
So as you ask Lily if she has anything in her bag, you see Dr. Mitchell holding the syringe in her hand as Lily has just been injected moments ago with this serum. And Lily kind of drops to one knee. Her eyes roll back in her head, and they just go, no pupils, no nothing, jet black eyes.
Ooh, you're in
And you
trouble.
see her skin just kind of almost gets like almost reptilian, where it's like layered dragon scales.
Roll for sanity.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck did you do? And you're
I'm
calling
gonna
me
reach-
irresponsible?
I'm not going to even answer him. I'm going to reach down and grab Lily's bag from where she set it, and I'm going to just grab it with one hand and toss it to him.
Okay, yeah, I'll catch it, and I'll be like, we're gonna have a real long conversation about this, but I don't know if somebody's shooting out there.
Does Lily want to spend her preparedness cherry to give Tesla a pound of C4? Or does she want to save it? Da-na-na-na.
I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, so I start to reach into the bag, and I'm like, why is this bag all filled with kimchi? What the fuck?
There's all kinds of Hello Kitty themed things. There's like a Hello Kitty mirror.
It's like a
There's like
stapler.
a Hello Kitty butter knife that says like you flip it over. It's like hello there.
There's a Hello Kitty lunchbox that will hold a pound of C4.
You open it up and
But
it's
it's empty.
nothing. It's nothing but just bullets.
It's just empty bullets. There might be a whetstone in there for sharpening her katana.
I'm just gonna be like, Johnny. Odd to say, but Lily was not prepared. It's like,
Well, not prepared for your C4.
Didn't
You're supposed to be the
prepare for your
explosives guy,
emergency.
man.
Yeah. Lily, is going to take you 2 rounds to recover from the injection.
All right.
At the end of 2 rounds, you will have 15 aberrance points
What does
in
that
which
mean?
to spend. So aberrance can be used to add on to any of your skills to hit modifiers, anything like that. So you can push it into weapons. You can basically push it into your skills. You will also have 2 points of armor automatically.
That's it? You only get 2 points of armor for this? Shit.
I thought that was going to be a +5 Holy Avenger.
2 points of armor automatically, and there may be more effects as the night
Later on.
progresses. As the night progresses. But
These
so
are just the
far,
immediate
that's the
repercussions.
immediate repercussions of the situation.
About mid-session, he's going to be like, okay, Lily, you get diarrhea.
You feel your bowels grumble, and you realize maybe you shouldn't have gotten the chicken.
Just read off one of those pharma disclaimer commercial things. Yeah.
They all have side effects, guys. You got to take the bad with the good.
Experience deep vein thrombosis.
They are, in fact. Okay. So we'll go back.
Go with the sushi. Okay.
We'll go back to. Go ahead, Terry. What else you want to do? Grabbing the bag was minor. You heard a gunshot.
So I also have a couple of my holy water garlic smoke bomb things.
I'll take one of those if you're handing them out.
Yeah, so I've hidden these in my bra. So I reach in and grab one. Now I'm lopsided, but I toss one to you.
I'm like,
Now she's a D with a C.
Right.
very well done. I'll catch it. I'll be like, let's hope these work. I'll try to catch up with Johnny.
Any advantage. And I'm just gonna go continue to try and see if Lily transitions okay, and the scientist in me wants to know if she's still in there. And
You want to know if you have to put her down.
yeah,
Or you're
if I
gonna
can
have
reach
to
for the other
try.
things in my kit.
Right. Got it. All right. We're gonna go back to Johnny because Johnny didn't do a whole lot.
Okay, I appreciate that. So, you said I was actually facing maybe Big D, and when the gun went off, and I saw the whole like phase movement.
No, you didn't see that because you can't. It's through double doors and with curtains.
Okay, I will try and move to where so I can see the location of the fire, the gun. Can I?
All right. Yeah, you're gonna go over to the door and just kind of peek out the curtain.
I guess.
Like you're looking backstage.
Yeah. And
Or are you gonna go all the way
my
through?
drink. Do I see our group, or do I see the entrance to the bathroom and what went on, or do I not see anything? Or what do I see?
So you're not. The bathroom is the opposite direction. The bathroom is right
Okay.
off of the same room that you're already in.
Okay.
Okay. So that's straight ahead from you. The gunshot was off to the right through the doors and the curtains.
All right. I let them know I'm going to meet up to see where the shot went off. So I go that direction. Let me know if I get there this round.
You get there this round.
Okay.
You're gonna
What
get
do
to
I
the
see?
curtain. That's not a problem. You're quick. All right.
Okay.
You get there. You pull the curtain back. You see. You can't see Evan because he's not in your line of sight from this particular place that you're at. Okay. You see that woman, the tall, slender, blonde woman with like the platinum blonde hair that was talking to Evan earlier in the night. Okay. That he was at the bar and when they were talking. Okay. She has blood spraying out of her neck. There's some sort of shadowy form next to her. You can't really make out what it is from where you are. But you can see blood splattering on the ground. Like she's bleeding. You think she should be falling, but something must have a hold of her, but you can't really see it.
Okay. Can I use all right. I will attempt to like spot the thing, the blurry thing. Can I do that?
You can attempt to what?
Spot the blurry thing. Like,
Sure.
I'll focus. I'll grab my glasses, look at it carefully.
Yeah. So this is albeit from about 30, 40 feet away.
Okay. Can I? I'm pretty sure she's a vampire, correct?
You know she's a vampire. You already know that.
All right, and she's
You
bleeding.
knew that
so
earlier.
Some vampire, bit of vampire. I know that much.
It does definitely seem like that.
And I didn't know if Evan fired the gun or not, correct? Or do
You
I?
don't.
Didn't
do
Evan
not.
scream something in the microphone before he shot?
Yes.
He said we have
Yeah, we have a
issues
problem,
yeah.
and target has been acquired.
And then
You
I
were
heard
here
gunshot.
looking
I'm
for
gonna take that to
Dracula.
be Evan's gun. So I'm gonna. All right. So I will attempt to like see if I can't see the. If I need to get closer, I'll get closer. The blur that's around there.
So you're in cover right now.
Mhm.
You have to walk out into the open room. That the only thing you can really see other than the artifacts and everything that are in this room and the bar that was set up is currently not open.
There is no cover outside of that. What you're saying is like
No,
basically-
you're gonna walk right out into the open to find it, to be able to see him without rolling very stellarly from where you are. And you may not be able to see him up close either. No assurednesses.
Can I make a roll from my current position, or is that just impossible?
Yeah, you can make a roll.
All right. I will.
You're a super spy, man. You probably got Google Glass.
Google Glass. You got that weird Apple goggles on.
I will spend. Is it notice that I
They're
spend?
horrible.
What do you want to use? Yeah, notice.
I have notice.
Notice could work.
Use,
Unless there's anything else that you think would work for you.
I think notice is probably. I'll spend 2,
Okay.
and I roll a 3, so that's 5.
No, you just see something shadowy.
Okay. I think. Am I still able to do anything, or am I done?
Yeah, I mean that doesn't take much.
All right. I will. Fuck. I raided into the group where Evan just was. There is a blurry figure that is apparently draining a vampire of its blood.
I'm still right there, am I not?
I couldn't see you.
He just can't see you from
Yeah.
where he is.
Okay,
You're
good.
on
He
the
hasn't.
forest.
There's kind of like an alcove, and you've been pushed back away from his line of sight.
Okay, got it. Got it.
And I have no weapons of any kind, correct?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't even remember if we. I don't think I had any weapons. I think you said we didn't.
You and
bring
Tesla
any.
talked about bringing nothing.
You
I
guys
said
talked
I
about
would
stuff, and you
never.
talked about not bringing stuff, and then
Did we? I don't remember what we did. It's been weeks, like or months.
I would give you a 50-50 chance of having a sidearm.
All right, I will roll odd side.
No, I'll roll.
Oh,
You
roll.
pick
Okay,
high or
that's
low.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you pick high or low, and I'll roll a die. We'll go from
I
there.
choose high.
I'm sorry, sir, but no firearm is available to you. From
It's
that,
in my belt.
It's a
Yeah,
hair
it's
dryer.
you realize that you don't have it.
Right. Is there any furniture in the room that looks like it might be made of rosewood or wood in general that make a good steak?
I'm going to say yes. There is a wood. You would have looked around at all the artifacts and things like that that were here on display when you guys first came here. We're going to say that yes, there is an old piece of that wood that you guys found, rosewood, in the very beginning. It's not a steak, but it was like a piece of, not a piece of furniture, but it was an artifact of some sort. You're not exactly sure what it was, but you saw one. It is about probably, we're going to say 30 feet, kind of. So straight ahead of you is what this is happening that you see. It's going to be about 30 feet off to your right.
All right. I radio
into the main room, like right out in the open.
I think the gunshots are pretty much going to keep everybody stunned. I'm going to move stealthily as I can over to whatever it is and break loose at least one or as many pieces you can tell me of stakes out of this piece of whatever it is.
One quickly.
Chair.
You can make a, let's see here. We're going to say what kind of roll is that going to be?
I don't know how many rolls I can make one round.
No, I'm going to give it a trade craft. I'm going to get tradecraft.
All right. You want me
coming up with a weapon that, I mean, you could spend if you want. That's up to you. I can't tell you.
This is for me to get across or me to make the thing?
This is for you to make the thing once you get there.
You
can definitely get there. It's a matter of whether you want to be trying to be stealthy and run across there, not get seen and go across there. Like, what's your intent?
I will attempt to move. I'm an old man. I will attempt not to spill my drink, move nonchalantly to the Louis XVI chair, at which point I'll raise it above my head and smash it on the ground and break out a piece of rosewood.
I got it.
Don't make a roll.
I got it. So the nonchalant, give me a D3 basically. That's how many steaks or pseudo steak type things you'll be able to make from it.
All right, I roll and I get a 1.
1. You're going to be able to get 1 what you think is effective. That doesn't mean you can't come back here and get more wood or take more wood with you, but 1 for sure will be an effective piece of material. It shatters. It splinters really big. Some of them are really small pieces.
I have wood.
It's old.
All right, that's the end of my. Unless I can do more, I guess that's where I'm done.
Yep. Yeah, that's enough for right now.
Bring it quickly. Comes the response over the microphone. Yeah.
Yeah, and you see. So now that you say that, so not only do you hear Evan, but as Evan talks, you can actually physically hear Evan because he's not that damn far from you. He's like 60 feet from you, 70 feet from you, and you see he's off. He's directly to your. So the
sort of crouched down.
So the vampire being drained, and Evan's on the other side of that, probably the same distance that you are away from. Well, no, maybe a little less.
So I can kind of see him through the blur.
Yeah, you could see him. Well, the blur's not that big. You could see him though.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not blurry, and he's kind of like recovering from getting kind of tossed towards these chairs.
I will hold up the stake and go.
Now,
if he sees me,
oh God, I sort of flinch like I'm gonna move, and I realize what he's asking me. I'll zip over there. You want me to do that?
So you run past?
Not yet. You want
what's going on?
You want me to?
If you're able, I'm actually good with hand to hand, but I could try. I actually have an 8 hand to hand, but this might be weapons.
Also cute.
I would let you use hand to hand on it.
I can try. What? But you're also like this amazing vampire. So
I want to try to. I sort of raise my my hand for our internal sort of sign language sort of thing around. Hey, I'm gonna distract him, and I'm gonna go try to do just that.
All right, so you're charging right back into the fray.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge in and just kind of fling, like, what is there, like. There's probably like some round tables with decorations and shit. I'm going to grab one of those tables and just fling it at the two of them with all my vampire strength. Right, so run to the wall and just like and throw this table into them.
So there's probably a table right next to you, or a chair or something. You know,
Going
what I mean,
for a
you kind of
table.
got pushed back into this table. Okay, trying to throw it.
Yep.
That could be some athletics.
Damn it. Athletics. All right, let's spend.
Are you going to drag it towards them and then try to throw it? Because they're about 20 feet.
Throwing
a table 20 feet.
Yeah. I'm not going to throw it
it
20 feet. I'm going to. Is there anything closer?
No.
All right, so maybe I go with something lighter, like a chair. So you probably grab the table. I'm like, and I look over and grab a chair.
It's like one of those like one of those
round?
tables that you would get. Yeah, it's like a round table that you would get at like Chaosium Con. It's an event table. It's not that heavy.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna throw. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll drag it a little bit, but I'm gonna use a little bit of aberrance there.
Do you want one that has the legs out, or do you want one that's like a disc? Like you're playing frisbee golf with his ass?
You tell me what's there. I don't care.
Your choice. I'll give you 50-50. You grab whichever one you want. They're both there.
The disc.
Okay, got it.
You ever see Tron? Oh no, come back here. This is what. Okay, so that's a 4. So that's not that great. I did say I'm spending aberrance, but I didn't say how many, so I'm gonna let 4 stand.
I'll let you spend D6 if you want. You did say you were gonna spend aberrance, but you didn't say how much.
Yeah, okay,
so you could roll
D6.
You can roll D6, but
yeah.
if you get a 6, you spend 6. If you don't get a 6, you
Jesus, gee, that's not fair.
Ooh.
I'm gonna.
There's a lot. That's a lot of points to chew out.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna let it stand. We'll let a 4 stand.
All right, that's fine. You throw the table. It slams and it slides across or whatever. As it gets probably about 4 feet from him, you see it just comes to a fucking halt, like it stopped on something. And you feel like this reverberation of that energy wave that you saw before when you got pushed back.
I'm, wherever I'm standing, I'm going to kind of move back and let him keep his focus on me while Johnny shanks a bitch.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Tesla.
All right, so Tesla's gonna run up there with the gas grenade, and seeing that all of my allies are basically already trying to engage with something.
Yeah, there's something shadowy there for sure. You see the long blonde, the tall blonde woman, blood spurting out of her neck like something's holding her, but you can't really tell. Some shadowy instance there. There is a table that just comes sliding to a halt right as you come through the curtain. Johnny has got a piece of wood, and it looks like he's moving that direction.
I'm like, I'm just gonna yell out. I'm gonna be like, Johnny, stay back, and I'm gonna pull the pin on the grenade, and I'm gonna roll it, not throw, roll.
Okay, is it a round grenade or is it a circuit, like a cylinder?
It is like a cylinder, like a old school flash grenade.
Yeah, like a flashbang style.
You got it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you're rolling it. Give me a bowling roll?
Yeah, rolling.
I'll let you use bowling if you want to. We're going to say weapons, I guess, or athletics, your choice.
Okay, I'll do weapons. Why not?
Or I'll even give you explosive devices.
That's even better.
Any of those 3.
I'll spend 3 points on it.
3
points. So I actually got an 8. Pretty good.
You got an 8. It gets almost there where you think he is, but he's somewhere in that general area, but not quite close enough to get like right where he is. But it is a grenade,
which is nice.
And so it goes off. It's just this powder of like garlic, just like bear mace, fucking just the whole area. You could hear her scream out. For sure. You don't hear anything from him.
Does this bother me? I'm right there.
No, you're not close enough.
I'm not. Okay, good.
You're not close enough to it. So it does, for a moment, it doesn't seem like it has any effect. And then you can kind of make him out a little bit more. You could start to see a little bit of his shape as his shadowy cloaking kind of starts to falter a little bit.
Now, Johnny!
Yeah, you killed my family, you motherfucker.
I'll head in if I'm able. When I'm able.
We're gonna slip back around to Terry.
Terry.
I'm in with Lily.
Okay. Still watching what's going on with Lily?
Still watching what's going on with Lily. She's in between me and the door of the stall.
Lily, your whole body just feels like you just had a massive injection of like adrenaline, like straight, like epinephrine right in the fucking heart. Like you're just amped. Like every constriction and like the electricity through your nervous system is just like fire. It's like arcing through you, and you're going to gain 2 points in any hand-to-hand, any dexterity kind of based style thing. So
I'm gonna
like
take 2
shooting,
in athletics.
weapons, athletics, all of those are going to get a +2.
Oh, all of them. Oh,
All of them. Anything that has to do with dexterity,
hand.
or that you can make a case for it dealing with dexterity, is going to be that.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Your 2-hit threshold is going to go up by 2.
Okay.
And the damage on your weapon is going to be double.
Okay.
On your katana specifically.
Yeah. So I have special training in that, so I already do extra damage with it.
Got it.
So
you won't double again. If you
I don't
won't double the
originally, I
extra
just do
damage.
+2.
Yeah, so you would double whatever the
So I'll double the d6.
you're basically
I'll
going to do
2d6.
Yeah, you're going to do 2d6 +2.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Well, actually, you would roll a d6, double it, and then add 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You could do it either way. It really doesn't matter. Same effect.
Mm-hmm.
More of a chance to get a higher number if you roll, actually, I guess. So,
Did the injection come with a Roid Rage T-shirt? Or...
it comes with a little smiley face on it. So, one more turn, and then you're going to be able to actually do something as you're going to be recovered and catch back to your senses of all this running through you.
All right.
Carrie, anything else you want to do other than watch that happen?
I have made sure that my trank dart is within easy access of me.
Okay. You do not get the feeling at this point that you are in danger from Lily.
From Lily.
From Lily.
From
You do not get the point.
I was like, wait,
you're
what?
in danger from Lily.
Dracu, who?
Okay. Other than that, I'm just I can hear that there's commotion going on outside the bathroom.
Well, yeah, you knew there was a gunshot. There's a
Right.
little commotion going outside the bathroom, but it's
There
pretty
was a
far
big
away.
crash. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty far away from the bathroom.
There was another boom. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I can hear somebody threw a table across the room. I'm going to hear that land. There's a commotion going on outside, so I know it's begun. So I'm getting my weapons ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will say that whatever weapon you want to have ready when it comes back around to your turn will be ready.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Through the grenade. Johnny.
Okay. I will finish my drink in one gulp. I drop the glass and I move directly towards the blur. Can I get to the blur? You also said the blur was outlined slightly by the fog, so
It is. It's a little better outlined due to the garlic bear mace grenade.
can I use my hand-to-hand to attempt to stake the blur? First question.
Yeah.
Second, may I use my sense trouble to anticipate where he's going to move to?
I'm gonna say yes.
All right, so I'm going to spend. What order do you want me to roll in? Sense trouble first.
Yeah.
I spent 8 on the roll for sense trouble.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
12.
Okay.
And then for the hand-to-hand, I will spend 8. And I get a 5, so that's 13.
Damn. How many hand-to-hand points you got?
That's all of them.
Oh, you're just a Hail Mary.
You know what? If John can do something in physical combat like this, by all means, would be probably the point in time. So.
This is the Hail Mary of staking, huh?
And also, I'm not just staking like where I think he is. I'm staking where my sense. I have a cherry too in sense trouble, but I guess I haven't used that yet. To anticipate where he's going to be.
Okay.
I'm hoping to surprise him.
You
Killing
surprise somebody. I
In
don't know
this
if it's
twilight
Dracula.
hour, amidst the
So-
feasting souls, I shall display my power.
You swing wild with this and all your power into it whatsoever, and it slams into the shadowy area where it is. He instantly becomes completely visible
Oh no, that sucks.
as soon as it goes into him. And you realize he is facing you instead of facing away from you. And while you were 100% exactly would have plunged into his heart, the fact that he's facing the opposite direction makes it on the other side of his chest.
Wow.
With the wooden stake, I'll pierce your cursed heart.
And his eyes just instantly, as soon as the stake goes in, his eyes just begin bleeding down the front of his face.
What?
If I can do anything to hold that stake in, so someone else can give it a good thwack, drive it deeper, I will. But that's it for me, I think.
Wow.
In more ways than one. It's probably
So Evan, his back is completely turned to you at this point because he has faced away from you.
So, table smashed. What's the deal? Is there any usable wood around?
The table did not smash. You threw it, it hit the ground, and something stopped it.
Yeah. Okay.
Your best bet in the knowledge of that, I'll give it to you automatically because you guys have done some research stuff like that. Some kind of magnetic telluric current.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what pushed you. He pushed a telluric current in your blood. And that's why you flew back into the chairs, because they were metal also.
Yeah. And we didn't bring our crazy contraption either, did we?
You did not bring the crazy
Don't we
contraption.
have? All right. Is there any? There's a chair. I'm sure that I could rip a leg off, leveraging sort of my vampiric strength. Right. Just
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try to catch up and come up behind him and stab him straight in the back.
So you're fast, so you can actually get there to the same turn
Okay.
and attempt to stab him in the back.
I'm gonna do it. So that's hand to hand. You said.
Yeah.
Where is Black Book? There you are. Okay, we're gonna spend 3, and we're gonna roll a 4, so that's a total of 7.
Total of 7. You stab into him, and it does not find the purchase that you want. It does stab into him, though.
Yeah.
It's going to do damage,
Okay.
but you don't think that it hit him in a vital area.
That's okay. It's the thought that counts. I'm kind of looking at Johnny, and I kind of give him this eye like, run.
Yeah, Johnny, you don't want to be there, man.
So he's really fucking unhappy with the rosewood stake in what would have been his heart. He's not happy with that at all. So he is going to attack Johnny.
No, don't attack
He's
Johnny.
less worried about you, Evan.
Have you met Johnny?
And Johnny, I'm going to need you to make a stability roll.
He's just an old man, you son of a bitch.
Stability, okay. Look, I got a lot of stability, I think. There it is.
You
Yeah, I
can
have-
spend points of stability if you would like also.
Ooh.
Okay, I have 8 stability, so you begin with a 4 in it, and it's capped at 12, it says, for my cherry.
Mhm. Yep.
So what does that mean exactly?
So it's just like your point pool. So you start with an 8, or start with a 4. If you have you said you have an 8?
I have an
Currently?
8 in stability.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, so we're going to start with a die roll, plus
Okay.
or minus however many stability points you spend.
I'll spend 4.
Okay.
That's 9. I rolled a 5.
So you feel like your entire soul is being drained out of your body,
What?
but it stops. You feel like he grabs a hold of your psyche and starts to pull it out of your body, but he is not able to do it.
It's the steel tonic.
You drop to both knees in front of him, but he doesn't do any damage to you.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm on my knees. I guess I'm not holding the stake anymore. Is it still stuck in him?
No, the stake is stuck in him, and I don't think you're pulling that shit out.
No.
You could try, but
I can imagine
yeah,
why you want
yeah.
Let me know if I can do anything. I'm on my knees.
okay. Yeah, you're gonna be on your knees for a second. Lily,
Ooh.
Lily back in action.
All right. So I've been here for a couple rounds. I kind of just like taking it all in, and I don't even stop for a second to talk to Dr. Mitchell. I just sprint out the door.
You run out the door. The bathroom door blasts open. The hinges probably shatter as you're going through. It's one of those doors that goes both ways. So it slams into the wall. The frame shatters and so forth. And as you go to enter towards the thing, standing probably about 20 feet away from the hallway is that dark Indian-skinned woman that you saw before. She's wielding 2 Kopis swords that shine bronze, and she says, "My master told me I may have to deal with people like you. Luckily, I am prepared."
I don't even let her finish talking. I pull my gun and just fucking unload into her.
Didn't you have your katana?
I do have it, but
Okay.
I'm 20 feet away. I got to cover that distance.
You're just gonna. I mean,
Well,
you could cover the distance.
I mean,
That's not a problem. Covering the distance is not a problem.
I love the visual though. My master told me bang 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 bang.
Yeah,
right.
monologuing.
Monologue somewhere else, lady.
Just so many bullets.
Look
flying.
at here, bitch. Moving on. All right. Yeah. So you can handle, however, pull your pistol and fire, if that's what you choose to do. So vampire bullets in the gun,
Absolutely.
or hand to hand. Which one you got?
Vampire bolts in the gun. So I'll draw my katana and my pistol.
You already have your katana out.
Okay. So is it just like an open corridor? Is there
It's
like shit in
it's-
between us?
There's not anything in between you because you're over
Okay.
towards the bathrooms. There's maybe a table over there. Like most of the people have fled to the other side of the dinner hall. Like there are some security guards that are kind of pushing people away and stuff like that. And you seem like the crowd is not as uppity as you might think they would be.
Well, this probably happens all the time at these vampire orgies.
Oh, is it another vampire fight? Oh, how droll.
Oh dear.
It's hard to get the uppityness just right, you know? It's always a little too high or a little
So yeah, I'll draw my pistol in addition to my katana and just start sprinting at her and fire.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to get halfway to her to pull the gun and fire.
All right, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 4 points of my shooting,
Okay.
and I'll spice it up and throw in 2 average points, so I'll get +6 to this. An 11. I rolled 5.
And 11. So the vampire bullet hits. She's wearing like these like bronze plates and stuff. It's really fucking weird. But she's wearing like these ancient bronze plates, almost some sort of like ancient Babylonian style armor almost. And it hits and it pierces through the bronze plate. She kind of laughs for a second. And then she realizes it's not a regular bullet. And so roll your damage, sir.
All right. So I don't double this, correct?
Correct. No doubling here.
All right, and this is just.
I'm already adding it on this end for the vampire bullets.
This is just 1d6.
1d6.
6. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it rips into her. For a moment she's laughing and then she stops fucking laughing. Really quickly. Terry.
All right, I'm going to use my preparedness cherry. And
Oh, the brick is C4.
in the bra, right? No, I did not bring C4. What I did bring is a handheld EMP disruptor that was very easy to build with Evan's help. And in the other hand is one of my squirt guns full of garlic holy water because I have a theme.
Smells like a fucking Papa John's in here.
Sounds like a fucking Papa John's. I like it.
And I head out of the bathroom.
All right, you head out of the bathroom. You can get probably about half the way to where Lily is, maybe 1/3 of the way towards her. You see that her and Lily are definitely in some sort of probably going to be a fight here in a moment.
Well, she just fired at her, right? I heard another shot.
Uh-huh.
Is there? I don't have it. I mean, I don't. I guess I can use my squirt gun to fire on this vampire.
So you got the. So what do you got? You got the handheld EMP,
And a squirt gun full of holy garlic water stuff.
squirt gun, and then Lily's bag on your own shoulder and your bag on the other shoulder.
No, I've got my bag because I gave Lily's bag to Tesla.
Got it. All right.
Right off the same sheet.
Sure enough. All right. Yeah. Whatever you want to fire at her.
I've got the garlic water gun in my hand.
Garlic water gun. So let's see here. How much is the garlic water super soaker? That's gonna go.
It's also sanctified.
It is sanctified. Yep, I know. That's
Okay.
cool. I'm thinking about range. I think you might be really out of an effective range for it.
Oh, then I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to try and
Okay.
sneak around that little party in the hall.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so you're basically moving towards that direction but finding cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to get within range of a shot but without exposing yourself.
Right. Get within range or get around it altogether. One of
Right.
the two.
Tesla.
That's not our main
Oh,
target.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry. I just know that's not our main target.
Gotcha. Tesla.
All right, Tesla. Seeing that Johnny is looking like he's in a bad place, so you tell me when I run out of actions, technically. So first off, I'm going to start off by engaging 6 aberrance points for Rhino Hide,
Okay.
and increase my armor.
Sounds
And,
like a gas station film.
Right?
It's a Nicolas Cage film, I think.
They say, "Do not remove me. Do not remove me." All right, I'm just gonna say that.
Oh wait, you actually say that? You don't want me to get you out of there? All right. If that's the case, I'm gonna move up close to him, and
Okay.
I know proximity matters, but I'm not good at hand-to-hand combat. But I've seen it work on vampires before. I'm gonna try to psychically feed on him.
Got it.
He's so
That'll be
bad
delicious.
at an idea.
I hope your aim is good, motherfucker. That's all I can say.
I don't even need it.
Wow. Is this Papa Johnny's?
This is not a role you want to fail.
I know, right? I get that feeling.
All right.
Why do I suddenly feel like the doctor?
Can I add anything to a feed roll, or no? It's just a,
Sure.
what can I do?
What points can you
More aberrance
burn?
points.
That'd be aberrance, yeah. You'd have
Or
to spend
hand-to-hand.
aberrance points on it.
I could spend aberrance points to increase the chances of it
Yep.
working.
Yeah, because it's didn't I tell you it was like a stability roll to activate, or did I even give you one? I don't think I've clarified that
I don't
since
think you
initially
you
had-
didn't clarify
It's,
that.
it's
either.
basically gonna be a stability roll. You're using your own willpower to drain his.
Okay, I'm running low on aberrance points with that big spend, but I will spend 4.
I'm sure you are. That's sad.
Ooh, I got a 9.
A 9.
999.
You tap into his will and you begin to drain him. You feel like it is actually working. You gain back 6 aberrance points.
Ooh, ambrosia.
Okay? The rush is unbelievable. Like you almost stumble from the rush of it.
Feeding from
And
the source, baby.
you feel it's completely targeted. So you know that you hit him. You know that that's where it's coming from. You can feel the power in his veins as you begin to drain
Yeah.
points from him.
Yeah,
You're
and anyone
literally
who would be
tasting his
observing
vein.
would see that I'm like literally like in almost like almost like euphoria.
Yeah, you're just like like no, kind of like that. All right. I think he needs a turn.
No, he doesn't. He's having a
needs a
he's
turn,
having
man.
a Twix.
Greg needs a turn. What do you see? He's got him on the ground. He's got you right there. He's got you doing some fucking shit to him, and he's not really up. He's not sure what's up with that. I think he's gonna try to kick Evan's ass. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's where he's going. Yeah. Let's see here. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough.
For whom?
Possible to.
He got a 9 to hit you.
Possible
Evan.
to use some awareness, vampiric awareness, if I want to get rid of some aberrance points.
The spring.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
points.
All right.
Yeah. With a successful roll,
Against what notice? Maybe.
I'm gonna say against his roll
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Got it. So let me see.
to see the attack coming.
All right. I'm gonna
Because
spend.
you guys have done a lot of
I'll
study
spend 2.
about like their
Oh,
MO,
damn.
how they
Six.
attack.
6. So I got an 8 total.
6 and 8 total.
Yeah.
That is just enough as he pulls what seems to be a small golden short sword with a dragon pommel made of gold and a big red gemstone in the end of it. The blade is like some sort of crystalline substance, and he slices, and you can feel the knife like slice past like your like upper torso.
I'll sort of tumble
As he
backward and
just said.
disengaging. Lily, he's got a sword.
Let's see. Unfortunately, he can do other shit too because he's fast.
Oh, wait, we're not through yet.
Yeah, we're not through yet. He takes his foot and he just kicks Johnny in the chest, and Johnny just slides back on the floor away from Tesla as Tesla's just like enjoying what's going on here as Johnny's just pushed back. You only take 1 point of damage though, Johnny. He just kicks you and pushes you. It's not really. You are wearing a bulletproof vest, I'm assuming.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, you always wear a bulletproof vest. Pretty sure you said that like way in the game, like early on.
It fits nicely over my suicide vest.
It does. Yeah, you had it specifically tailored. Specifically tailored. Boom, Johnny.
Looking extra fit today.
I take to my feet. I walk up behind where I guess he's facing Evan, and using my 8 weapons, I attempt to slam the stake all the way through him. We're using
Okay.
weapons.
Interesting.
Can I make a roll?
Yeah.
I'm going to add 8. I rolled a 5, so that's 13.
All right. Yeah, you hit it, and Evan, as you're looking at him. The stake that Johnny had in the opposite side of his chest hops out and tumbles on the ground.
I'm gonna swipe as soon as
go
I
that
can.
far,
No,
man.
that's great.
You
As soon
said push it through him.
yeah, I'm gonna swipe
That's
it.
exactly what you said.
Hard
Well,
as
I
you
meant
can.
push it through his body, but not out of his body.
Well, that's through.
I'm
That's
gonna.
what through is. It's already in his body deep.
Okay.
You didn't fail to
By
stab
through-
him well.
Okay, all right. Well, by through, I meant all the way through the other side, not necessarily out. But
Oh, it wasn't. It only stopped because he's meaty. It didn't stop because it hit a rib cage or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
failed to hit a vital spot.
okay. All right.
If I when I can, I'm going for it. If I see that, I'm gonna swipe
Okay.
that shit
It's
up.
definitely going to tumble on the ground.
Yep.
It does not appear at that very moment. You don't see any look in his eyes that show.
Did
Did he
he take any more
notice that?
damage from that?
Yeah, he takes damage.
Okay. Am I do anything else, or am I done?
I mean, that's a lot. You kicked up from across the room, ran over to him, and punched it through
Okay.
his
That's
chest.
good. All right.
That's a decent amount for someone with no aberrance or anything like that.
Absolutely.
I think so. That's 3 actions technically, and he did kick you about 15 feet away from him. So,
It's all
right.
good.
did it.
boom, boom, boom.
Fry for an old guy.
He is. Yeah, definitely. Especially if you
For an
kipped
old
up. You're an
fella.
80-year-old guy that kipped up. That's surprising, but it's amazing what you do when you spend most of your time with a walker.
Maybe Johnny has always been a vampire.
Right. Maybe he's always that. He's been so hidden.
He never quite
That's all.
realized it.
Absolutely. All right. So, dun, 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 dun. He's doing that. Evan did that. Lily.
What's this little pet doing? I shot her.
Oh, yeah, you
She's
shot
kinda
her.
dead.
It would be her actual turn. Thank you for letting me not forget her. I appreciate that. She will engage.
That's okay. I'm gonna kill her legitly. I don't want
She
you
will.
to
She
take
will
anything
engage
away
you.
from that.
She's gonna attempt to come right in for the sword duel with two weapons. She will get an 8 on one and a 7 on the other.
No.
What is your?
Those will both hit.
Those will both hit.
This is not
Okay.
good.
You can tell as she slices into you that they are imbued with some sort of vampire killing power, and you will take. See here. 6 points of health with the one and 5 with the other.
So I'll reduce both of those by 2. So I'll take 4 and 3, so 7.
Okay. Yeah, as she slices into you, she seems very fast and an expert swordsman for sure.
All right.
And she says, I was wielding swords when your people didn't exist.
You can keep monologuing, or you can just let me finish kicking your ass.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. I like it, Johnny.
Wow, damn. All right. So now is it my turn?
It is, in fact.
So I imagine our swords kind of like meet in the middle. And I'm just gonna kind of like fucking drop the sword and catch it in midair and just swipe up straight through the middle of both of hers. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you're going to feint her a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to, what are we going to call that? That's going to be either
Melee.
hand-to-hand or that's going to be actually some sort of deception. Filch, maybe?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll give that filch. Stealing something, like stealing the idea from her, basically.
Yeah.
Taking
I'll
something
spend,
from her without her
4
knowing it.
points of my filch.
Okay.
And I got a 4, so an 8.
An 8. So yeah, you drop the sword. It's like this John Wick style like thing, and you swipe up through her, and she catches your sword with both of hers as it hits the hilt of your katana.
Cool. I just pull my pistol from my side and pump her twice.
Yeah.
Straight
Well,
in
you
the
already
chest.
have your pistol out unless you put it away.
That's what I said. I just kind of
Okay.
pull it up and shoot her.
Okay.
Like she could pay attention to my sword all day long.
Okay, yeah, so you're kind of like deception and then throwing
Yeah,
it at her. Okay. Yeah, point blank.
So I'll spend.
Are you going to spend any points to aim in a particular point, like making a called shot?
Sure. I'll shoot her in the face.
I'm going to shoot her in the face. That is going to actually add +3 to the difficulty.
Cool. I'm going to spend 9 points.
Okay. You can definitely hit other portions of her body for much less.
What about her heart?
Her heart is actually the same difficulty.
Well, I'll aim for her heart then.
Okay.
So that seems more exciting.
It is.
What is this? There we go. I got a 6, so what? 15? You shoot her in the heart?
15 to shoot her in heart. That's pretty effective. All right. Do some damage.
5 points. And then can I spend some avarice points to attack her with the sword? Actually attack her this time. Since I just rolled filch instead of my weapons.
Spend some aberrance points. I'm going to say, yeah, you could spend 4 points to get an additional action.
Hell yeah. All right. I'm dropping points like a fly.
Remember, you only had 15, so.
Yeah, well, I only spent like 1 and I just spent 4, so I still got 10.
Okay.
I'll spend 6 weapons because I'm gonna hit her, and I got a 6, so a 12.
Okay. And was that just a standard
Yeah,
hit?
it's just a regular hit.
Okay.
So I'll do 2d6 plus 2, so 10 points.
10 points. She'll drop 2. So, what does it look like as she dies?
So we're just kind of in this flurry of our swords clashing, and I kind of have her on the back pedal, and as I shoot her, she kind of like gets shaken just enough for me to decapitate her as she drops her swords.
Got it. Yeah, so you decapitate her as she drops her swords. You swing up, she takes her swords and goes like this. You shoot her heart, she kind of bends back, and as she bends back, you flip your sword around and basically take her head with a swing of your left wrist. And her head just kind of slides off and lands on the table. It rolls across like some of the dinner plates and stuff that are right next to it, and kind of rolls up against, like, we're gonna say the butter plate, and rolls up against the butter plate, and from behind you, you hear, "I knew you ladies were ready to party." As Ryzen comes walking from like the men's room, and behind him you see Elsbeth.
What, real quick, when he kills that vampire, do a whole bunch of people out in the ball die because they're
No.
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 That'd be a shame.
No, not whatsoever. Yeah, so say goodbye to that bitch.
Bye-bye.
Another one bites the dust.
Yep. Terry, are you still damaged at all from
Um,
that psychic drain thing?
I don't know how long does it take me to recover.
Till now.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Yep. Till now.
That's the case.
Yeah, it took till now because the source of that is no longer on this earth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Lily.
You found dirty bitch. So yeah. All right. Bop, 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 bop.
I kind of look back at Dr. Metro. I'm like, hey, stake this bitch.
I'm gonna say it's like she turns to like ash.
Oh.
You don't gotta stake her.
Cool.
Taking her head off is good enough.
Okay.
Well, never mind.
So I'm running out into the fray. How far away are we from?
You're about
Correct.
45 feet from the hallway where all this is taking place. There's like double doors that have curtains kind of over them. You just have to kind of push the curtain over.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stay in the shadows. When I go through the curtains, who do I see in my party closest to me?
Closest to you is going to be Tesla. The back of him is to you. And he's like he's something's going on.
From
You
the back,
recognize
it looks like
you
he's
recognize what it
orgasmic.
looks like from the back. It looks like he's doing his green thing.
Yeah. So he doesn't look like he needs any help.
Doing great.
I'm gonna.
it's like he's on ecstasy. He's like, oh.
How far to Dracula?
Yeah.
Probably
can I-
about another 50 feet to him.
From Tesla.
No, about 20, 25 from Tesla.
Okay. I'm gonna
Are you still in heels or have you ditched your heels?
I ditched my heels a long time ago.
Cool deal. I thought so.
Can't run in heels, Jesus.
I know, right?
Need more practice.
You will be able to you can spend aberrance points to run in heels now.
I don't have any aberrance points.
Exactly.
Are there any structures that I can climb up in a stealthy kind of way and get closer, like over?
I'm gonna say yeah. There's like a balcony in here, like an upstairs balcony, or
Okay.
whatever. Yeah, you could use some parkour to get up there.
Use some parkour. My
Is the stream still
athletics.
good? Everybody like kind of shifted around.
They did?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Everybody moved positions on the Zoom.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, we did.
Everybody's okay.
Everyone's still in their box.
In the stream.
Everybody's moving.
Oh, that's weird.
Probably
yeah.
because nobody dropped. So
Yeah.
Jason's camera turned off for a second and he moved from the top left to the bottom right.
Oh yeah, he did glitch for a second.
Sorry, guys.
That's
it just made me freak out because I was like looking right at Terry and then she wasn't there.
maybe I'm a vampire after
I was like, whoa, what the hell? I'm like, that's Johnny, not Terry.
I disrupted my own EMP. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get up on the balcony there, and be kind of if that's a position that's going to be kind of over the action.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll say that'll be about as far as you can get. That's quite a few things, but you are very agile and so forth. So we'll get all that today. Yeah, and fast. So we're gonna be back to Drac. What is he gonna do? Well, actually, no. Tesla. Continue the flow. What are you doing?
I am enjoying myself. It's time to continue the flow.
Okay.
I mean, out and in. So, because I feel revitalized, I'll use what he gave me to try to continue to drain him.
Okay.
So I'll spend 6.
Oh, damn.
A vicious cycle.
A vicious cycle of draining Dracula. This time, even with the +6, I only got an 8.
All right.
Lower than I did originally. I just keep on whispering. I just keep on whispering, die.
Okay. So you said 8.
Great. Tesla's going to become the vampire lord now.
Nice. Yeah, you're sucking him. You're feeling like you don't really think you could take much more from him. You're gonna pretty much be full. That's all you're gonna be able to get out of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Good to know.
You feel like the tap is running dry, for sure. After that.
You
Okay,
should burp his essence back into his face.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yes, maybe.
It's a matter of taste.
Tesla, you want one of us to shoot you so you could drain him some more?
No, I mean, I actually spent aberrance points to amp it up. It's not. I think it's a matter of he's maybe not. I'm not able to drain any more from him or something.
Yeah, you
All
tap
right.
that keg, man.
Tesla, give me an athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
Yep. You're gonna suffer a -1 to your roll.
-1. I will go ahead and spend 4.
Okay.
In the afterglow.
Was it good for
And
you?
you can spend average points on that too.
I got a 5. That's with the -1.
5 with the -1. Okay, yeah. So he throws that other vampire's body at you. Basically, it hits you and knocks you to the ground, knocks you off your feet, and knocks out as this woman's bloody body
Oh,
is now laying on top of you. But you know that she did not turn to ash.
that's
She's not dead. Okay. So she's not dead.
She's not. Did he just throw a bitch at me? And I'm like,
He did throw a bitch at
He
you.
did.
That's exactly what he did. He threw a bitch at you.
Now that's bitching.
He comes
Got
at you.
any energy left for you?
Oh, Evan, he comes at you with that sword
So
twice. He's
oh.
like, he swings really heavy and then comes with this like very, very quick counter strike that you don't even see it coming. I'm gonna assume that a 10 will hit you.
yeah.
Yeah, so he hits you twice very strongly, and you're actually gonna take 7 from the one and 6 from the other
I'm dead.
as he stabs into you twice with this crystalline dagger.
The first one, and then I'm holding his arm as he kind of stabs the second one in. I'm dead. I died.
Dead?
That puts me at that. So I just subtract from health, right?
It does subtract from
Yeah,
health.
I'm dead.
You don't have extra health being a vampire and all?
I don't think so.
No,
no.
you do not.
I can.
Unless you have any reason that you could stop some of the damage.
So, for regeneration options are a rough order of effectiveness. So
Do you have preparedness?
I do. So I have
You can make a
preparedness.
preparedness roll to have like a bulletproof vest, something like that. How much do you got to stop
To be
to not be
it,
To
it
be
was
not
total
dead.
of 14.
13.
13?
13.
3. To be 4. To be at 1.
I don't think a bulletproof vest is going to stop 4.
Yeah.
2 bulletproof vests?
2 bulletproof vests.
Evan's
So-
kind of skinny.
No. So there's, so I can, I don't know how. So there's regeneration. which vampires have. So an arbitrary amount of damage. I have different options. So arbitrary amount of damage regenerates immediately for a spend at your discretion. Aberrance points to health on a 1-for-1 basis. So can I soak some of that damage?
You're gonna soak. You're gonna soak 2 for every 3 points that you spend, because this is aggravated because he's using a specific type of weapon.
Okay.
The Vampire Slayer.
2 for every 3 I spend?
Yeah, so basically
Don't
every
have it.
3.
Yep, I don't have it. I'm dead.
Damn.
You're not dead yet, though.
Well,
You're very close. As close as you've been. As close as you've been. He did not stab you in the heart. Your head has not been cut off.
I spit in his face as I'm sliding off of his dagger. Just the other one. I spit right in his as he opens his mouth to talk. I spit right in, spit blood, spit blood right in his
No
mouth.
monologues allowed here. God damn it.
He's like, I told you not to be that bitch's lapdog.
Noted.
Ooh.
The last thing he says is noted.
Noted. All right.
Hit the ground with a thud.
Lily.
All right. So I had taken a moment to compose myself. I put my sword away, and I draw out a. I'll use my preparedness cherry to have a couple of roanwood stakes, and I'm gonna go bounding across the table, spending athletics to jump onto Drax's back.
Okay, are you going to take the time to put away your katana and your pistol, or drop them? Because if you're pulling out 2 stakes and you're doing it that quickly, you have to make a decision.
You guys spend some aberrance points.
You can spend 4 to get an extra action, which will allow you to put one of them away and still get there.
I'll drop the pistol, put away the katana.
Dropping the pistol, noted.
What happened to Jason?
You
He's
good?
dead.
I think he's trying to. He said,
think he
"Be
went to
right
the
back." He's gonna go cry.
Evan Evan disappears from existence.
He faded to black.
He faded to black.
All right.
Very dramatic.
Very, very dramatic.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you an athletics roll to jump from table to table to get there quickly. Because they were like 40 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go through a doorway and through some curtains. That's more like you could go table to table, but that's not really helping you.
Oh, okay.
So there's an unobstructed.
I thought they were in like the dining area.
No, you're in the dining room area. They're in the main area where you guys were, like the meet and greet type thing.
Well, yeah, if I could just get there, then.
You could get there. Yep. So you see Tesla has got like a body laying across him, and he's collapsed on the ground. Johnny is. What were you doing?
Combat with him, behind him.
In combat with him, behind him, yeah. Behind him, he just pushed the stake through him, and he's kind of standing behind him. And Terry is coming up behind you, or just walked past you a few moments ago, and is now right there. No, you don't see Terry because she's up above you on the railing.
Okay, so when I enter the room, Drax's back is to me.
Yes,
Okay.
his back is to you, and Johnny is kind of somewhat between you, but off to the side. And Tesla is laying on the floor about 15 feet from you with a body laying on him.
And he looks like he's made of dragon scales.
I don't see Evan, and I don't see Dr. Mitchell.
You see Evan. Evan is laying on the ground.
Okay.
Also, there's a big bloody knife in
Dracula's hand, a bloody sword.
bloody sword.
I'm gonna try to stake Dr. Acula.
Okay, we're gonna attempt to stake him.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can get over to him. I mean, you had to cover quite a bit of ground, so but you're fast. So you went there, got to that, put the one away, dropped the other. Are you spending the aberrance points?
Yes.
Then you have one attack. Then you have one attack.
All right. We're gonna spend 6 points of weapons and 2 more average points.
Okay.
I'm just fucking dumping points, and I got another 6.
Dump those points.
14.
A 14 will in fact stake him again. All right, you hit him with the stake.
Just keep on staking them.
5
Lily
points of
in the
damage.
ballroom with the stake. Did I win?
No,
Oh,
5 points of damage,
5 points of damage.
and I have a weapons cherry,
Okay,
so I'm gonna make an extra attack for freezies.
that's gonna be like a
It's
regular.
with no plus, so I'm probably not gonna hit, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, that's
anyway.
more a non-supernatural attack. Like when you're not against a vampire. I'm gonna say that does not work in this particular area, especially after you already went. Yeah. So, so you not take that 20. Okay. All right. He does take some damage. It does not seem like he takes a lot though, but it does seem to hurt him slightly. You do know that it hurt him. You're just not exactly sure how much. And next is going to be Tesla. Got the body on him. Johnny, you're on deck.
Is she still like moving?
A
No.
little bit.
I'm going to just like scooch out from under her.
good verb.
So you can sense other vampires and their power and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You sense that Evan is in a critical moment. You're not sure that you're fast enough to get from here to there, but you feel a presence. And she says, you hear this voice in your head, and it's Anika, and she says, a river flows both ways.
Yeah, I almost nod to myself in understanding. Did I get? By the way, did I get? You know how I spent 6 aberrance points last round on Dracula? Did I get any of those back at all?
You did. You got 3 of them back.
Okay, I got 5. I'm going to go ahead and give some of my life force to Evan, but I don't know if it transfers to aberrance points. But I will go ahead and give him 4. I don't know if it's going to be health or aberrance.
It's going to be health.
It's going to be health.
Liquid death. Slay your thirst.
Slay your character.
So I'm going to start to move towards Evan because I know the connection's stronger if I'm closer.
Okay.
And I'm going to look down at him and I'm just going to say I'm never going to let you forget this, by the way. And I'm going to look at him and I'm going to imagine literally a river flowing from me to him, bright red, glistening, even under the lights of this club that we're in. I'm gonna literally will my life force into him.
All right.
A sweet river of street
How much are you going to give him?
4.
4. So you can do one of 2 things. You can take it as damage to yourself, or you can spend aberrance points.
I'll spend some aberrance points to try to keep us both healthy.
All right. So for each point of damage you take, you can give him 2, and for each aberrance point, you can give him 1.
Oh, for each point of damage. All right, that's
because you're sending your own willpower.
That's true. In that case, if I know that the transfer is a little bit, I actually,
and you can do both.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and give him. I'll spend 4 of my health, and that way I can give him 8.
Okay.
Sweet exchange rate.
What? Nice.
You feel so. Evan feels like he's like drifting, like he's falling. He sees, like my background, a blood red moon in a dark forest with a raven flying over. The raven lands on a branch and caws and caws, and the moon seems to get closer. And as the moon gets closer, you can make out what looks like some sort of ancient monument or something in the distance of this area that you're at. And it looks like maybe from the streets of Babylon. And you can feel the power coming into you. And you remember that painting of the 3 vampires of Anika, Elsbeth, and Drac. And you notice now, as you look at this painting, as you see it, almost like it's happening, that what you couldn't figure out what was going on in the painting, Anika is giving life force to Elsbeth to defeat him.
Whoa.
As 8 points flows back into you.
I think there's this sort of cough where he's just lying on the ground and he's still in the throes of pain. He just sees Tesla standing over him.
Yeah, like just for cool narrative effect, like there's you just see like my eyes like all veiny and like blood's dripping down from like the corners of my eyes and going down my face as I'm like very focused on you.
Reach up and for assistance to get to my feet. And
what's Johnny doing?
Is it Johnny's go now or?
Yep.
Johnny is going to use, if he can, his hand-to-hand cherry to activate bullet time to get an accuracy bonus. Is that okay?
It will give you an accuracy bonus. Yes.
Okay. So I step over, grab the stake in the mixture of Evan and Dracula's blood. I pull it up, I lick it, and with my accuracy bonus, in a swift move, jam it back into Big D.
So unfortunately wouldn't bullet time, what's that from?
I have it actually multiple times, but I'm using this time for my hand-to-hand cherry to activate thrill combat rolls, to activate bullet time, to activate accuracy bonus. I just don't know what my accuracy bonus is.
I would give it to you. Absolutely.
How much bonus you want to give me?
I'm going to say 3.
All right, I'll roll. Come on, baby. Come on. Papa needs a 6. I roll a 4. 7.
7. So yeah, you try to stab into him, and it's just not. As you're stabbing into him, he kind of turns and reaches his hand out, and he grabs a hold of your throat. And his arm is just long enough that you can't quite reach him with the stake. And he grabs a hold of it, and he says, "Did you really think that you could lead these children against me?" Evan, you see Dracula. He has his hand around Johnny's throat. Johnny is kind of struggling with it. He's just half an inch away from being able to stake him.
Here's what I would love to do if I'm oriented to do it. I've got Tesla's hand, as I said before. He's helping me up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are we skipping me this turn or what?
Yes, I did. It'll be right back to you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Tesla is pulling me up, and I look over his shoulder, kind of past him, this look of like shock, and I pull, hoping that he'll pull as well, and I'm going to launch myself at the Big D, and I'm going to try to drive the stake the rest of the way.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. That's what Terry observes from her very great spot of lookout above all of this.
Okay, so here's where you guys got to help me interpret all the different rules and stuff like that. So I want to...
Rules? We're using rules?
Yeah. To advantage, yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things that I came prepared for in my bag was a piece of piano wire with some
I like it.
tape on either end, you know, and I'm going to use my athletics, and I have an 8 in athletics.
Parkour, biatch.
Your parkour
/ parkour to jump down on top of Drac and try and get that around his neck.
Yeah, there's one of those old wooden staircases that just kind of like comes down around, and you definitely think from your perspective you could leap from there with a relatively easy, you know, your bare feet grip the the railing very well.
Right. The carvings and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you could launch yourself at him. Absolutely.
Which is what I would like to do. So
There's a lot going on. He is
There's a lot.
not going to be able to use his supernatural awareness or anything like that to combat what you're trying to do.
okay. What can I spend to make that? Am I spending athleticism? Am I spending my
What can you
parkour points? What am I-
spend? I would allow you to spend weapons. I would allow you to spend athletics and hand to hand. Any of those
Ooh.
I would allow you to take points from.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend 4 of my hand to hand. I have 6. I'm gonna drop down to 2. And then I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna pray really hard. It's a 5 plus my 4 is a 9.
A 9. You leap onto, like, you can see like Evan is like being pulled up, and just as that like Terry comes down, almost like she's swung off of a chandelier into the center of the room, locking this around his neck. His arm is up like that. It almost literally, the wire hits his arm and just slides down right into the crease of his neck as you pull your arms together as hard as you can and attempt to cut him with this piano wire across his throat. Roll for damage. We're going to give you +3 for a successful cold shot.
What am I rolling us? D6? D3?
D6. Plus, what was up with it? Was there something special about it, or is it just piano wire?
Just a piano wire. I don't...
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
but it is
I rolled a nat 6.
a 6. That is
So-
going to be a 9. As it slices into his neck, cutting very deep. As Johnny, you can start to see his neck open up as she's pulling back as the weight of her knee is in Drax's back, and she's just like got him in a full
I
on
think like little roaches are running out of the empty space in there, like
little roaches. That's
Maggots.
fucking gross. I
No,
can't even. That's so bad. That is so nasty. I cannot even.
I
Like,
love it.
that's gross.
Terrible, and I love it.
I love it. It is.
That
It is
is
awesome.
beautiful.
It is amazing. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And so, Evan, you were vaulted forward with all of your weight. Drax's back is against you. You can see Terry directly in front of you, squeezing with all of her might as
Yep.
Johnny is lifted up, swinging with the rowan wood stake like this. Lily is just to your left with her katana as one of the rowan wood stakes is stabbed into him. Tesla kind of helps you up.
Yeah, so
What are you
I'm gonna vault forward using him pulling, and sort of I'm looking and seeing what's going on with Terry. He's going to haul ass, spend some aberrance points to try to drive that in with vampiric strength. Johnny's holding it at bay, and I'm gonna force it the rest of the way because obviously he's like.
So you're on the other side of Johnny. You could reach over and grab it and pull it
I
into
will.
him.
Yeah, that's
from
fine.
behind.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, but then my face is in
Seppuku
Terry's
style.
butt or something weird. Like how would it? Because Terry's on his back. behind me?
Yeah, you kind of reach to the
At
side.
this time, at this
You're
point, in
kind of
time,
reach to the
It's a group
side.
hug. Yeah. So I'm
you're
gonna.
thinking about that at a time like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna zip around.
Yeah, he's always thinking about Terry's ass.
Exactly.
This is going on.
Oh, baby.
So no, I'll zip. What I'm gonna do is I'll zip around the side and just kind of like I'll take it the rest of the way. I'm gonna spend. This is my
So
shot.
I'm gonna say you're like kind of coming around, you're grabbing it, and you're just using your momentum,
Yep.
kind of like a hammer throw almost.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna spend 5 of hand to hand.
That's
gonna
gonna hurt.
bring me way down, hopefully. And I'm gonna roll a 4, so a 9.
A 9.
Yeah, not the greatest, but can I?
So you slam into him. Can you what?
Can I? I know I should call this. Shut up.
Yeah, you got to
says
call it
it's
ahead of time,
it's a reach. Okay,
unfortunately.
that's fine.
Yeah. So you slam it into him, and it stabs against his clavicle, but it just won't quite penetrate where you're stabbing him.
Damn it. Okay. I think I've moved. I've attacked.
You have one more because you've been spending a lot of points, and Tesla was kind of like your leap up. So you got one more action.
I'm gonna try to stab him again. I mean, I'm there. I breathe deep and give it all I've got. So I'm gonna spend some aberrance points on this one.
Okay.
Evan, the dagger.
I don't have a dagger.
There's one in his hand.
Dagger.
There's one in his hand.
He has a crystal dagger.
I can't meta that
There
one
you
though.
go.
He's like enraged.
All right.
I was getting there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm getting the dagger.
All right. This time I'm going to have a total of 10, and I'm running.
A 10, which
Yeah.
will be enough to stab him with it.
Damage.
High or
6.
low?
High or low. Let me see. High.
Okay. You stab him with it.
Okay.
Where do you stab him?
I'm trying to stab him in his fucking heart.
Okay.
And damage there is it just a straight D6?
Yeah.
3.
You stab him into his heart.
Just the tip.
Nice.
That's the tip.
Instantly, he drops Johnny.
Oh,
Johnny scatters onto the floor, but maintaining his balance because it's not that far of a drop. Lily, you're right there. He's kind of leaning back. He looks like he's falling back a little bit from the weight of Terry being on his back, pulling back.
Yeah, nice.
With the thing.
So did Evan like get it all the way into his heart, or
Yeah.
is it like just?
All the way into his heart. It's stabbed in.
wow.
I'm going to. So what's his arm with the dagger doing?
He drops the dagger.
I'm gonna snatch it and just stab him in the torso repeatedly,
Okay, yeah. So you can
Just
stab him.
over
You can
and-
stab him twice in the torso.
Shiv
and then
stuff.
I'll spend average points to do it a third time.
Okay, you stab him multiple times in the torso. There's no need to roll because it's just going to do straight damage to him. You could roll 2d6 if you, or 3d6 if you want.
3d6. Ooh.
Yeah, one d6 for each one. Each stab.
So 4, 5, and 3. So 12. With this
12.
little
Yeah, you're
vampire
just like
killing dagger. Motherfucker!
in your hand. You can feel the
Stabitha.
power of like your blood pushing on the actual crystal of the like it's almost one with you. Like it's part of your own circulatory system as you're just plunging it into him. He falls back, and Dr. Mitchell, Terry, you're pulling on him as hard as you can, and you have like one more pull, and as you pull, you're pushing your knee in him as hard as you can, and his head completely comes off as it slices through his thing. It rolls across the floor over right so it's looking at the dead blonde that is there. She's not quite dead. She's laying there. And as that happens, Elsbeth walks into the room and she leans down and she kind of pushes the hair out of his eyes. And he says, "Really, darling, you should watch movies. The Breakfast Club always wins." And you guys have killed Dracula.
We've killed Dracula!
And Elsbeth is a John Hughes fan. Who fucking knew?
And so with that, Dracula is officially dead. What was that? What was the beep beep? Well, Tyler dropped.
Oh,
Did we lose
no!
Tyler?
We lost Tyler.
That's weird. What is that symbol? I've never even seen that before.
That's the OBS.
Oh, this is
logo.
OBS.
Yeah, so
All
that's
right.
for
Do we want
streaming
to
stuff.
pause for a second?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
just
can
we get
pause for a
Tyler
second.
back?
I gotta
everybody.
use the restroom anyway.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Okay,
we're gonna
break.
have a Dracula's Dead break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back
Tyler
in just
says
a few
all
minutes.
of his equipment died.
Now we're
It
just
happens
gonna.
to a lot of guys, Tyler.
Wow, that's a hard fail there.
On that note,
Yeah,
No, it wasn't.
yeah, exactly. Hey, Thorg.
Little late, Thorg.
Yeah, man, you witnessed it though. I think you saw the beheading of the D.
Oh no!
Dr. Mitchell
Like, you were in the middle of
took
describing
care of
it, and
business.
I stopped working. It failed with the neck microwave. I heard everything. Like, I just, all of a sudden my camera stopped, everything just
So
stopped.
Tyler's computer literally shit to bed,
I'm
ladies and
restarting my
gentlemen.
computer.
This episode is brought to you by Broken Computers and Liquid Death. TheBlackBook.io. We want to give them a shout out. If you guys are running any kind of gumshoe game, TheBlackBook.io is your tool. We've got templates for Trail of Cthulhu, Night's Black Agents, and others. Byron, how are we looking, man?
Oh, we're looking good. Tyler's rebooting his system.
Okay.
Man, look at that 4-minute till.
I know, dead on.
Do I have fucking the cadence on that shit or what? I wasn't even looking at the clock.
Oh, there it is.
so if we're the Breakfast Club,
No.
Evan's got to be the criminal, right? Let's see. You got choices, Doctor.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm Anthony Michael Hall.
Are you sure Tesla's
He's amazing.
kind of banging on that door too? But all right, yeah, that's true. That's true. We got two Michael Anthony Halls, I think. I guess that makes me. What was the name of the guy? Who was the?
Principal, you're the principal.
I'm the principal. Yeah, exactly.
Attention. We
Hell
lose
yeah.
Tesla tour. He just took a break.
Miko, come here.
Well, I finally got to use the Thriller chase rules or the Thriller rules.
He did. You guys were definitely on your game today.
Well, dude, this was game day, man. This is like
Was.
I know Tesla's
It
like,
was
"Pull me
game
out."
day.
The
You can't
game
pull
day.
me out, coach.
You guys did surprise me. You guys surprised me with a few of your actions here and there.
Like what?
Oh, like what? Let me see. When Johnny was a little slow to engage, that made me wonder for a second. Everybody kept their cool. Like everybody just really kept their cool and like fell into their role of what they normally do and went with it.
It's pretty much what we were expecting, right?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you guys were prepped. You were. Even without bringing explosives and all that stuff, you could, you know.
I didn't get to use my EMP disruptor, but that's okay. Got to use the piano wire, and that was very satisfying.
Nice.
It was. That was an amazing move. That will go down in history as the Jack Sparrow style fucking move.
Yeah. I love that.
I like
With
the
the
kill
garrote.
shots.
Yeah, I was like, God, well, how can he can't even like defend that? I don't even know. There's nothing left, dude. There's so many people engaging him. There's no way that he could defend it.
It was timed perfectly. Like, just like got up there, and then he was so distracted.
Yeah,
with-
and it was so set up
these
by the fact that
others.
I skipped you.
Yeah,
You had to get into that perfect position.
It was.
yeah. And like, excuse me, I have a good move to make, please.
Give me a sec. I'll check on Tyler.
Okay.
And a great one. Yeah, it was good. Everybody got in there, and
was good. It was worth not actually doing anything for 4 other rounds.
It was. There were some like big gaps in there too. I was like, all right, well,
Yeah.
but it's hard. You're GMing a combat like this. It's always like a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good team effort though. Good team
Yes, definitely. Oh, it was an epic team effort.
Damage is brutal in this game, though. Facing off against enemies that can deal decent damage, it's not.
Yeah, and you don't get any extra toughness for being a vampire. I don't think that's good. Man.
His system is looking a little on the fuck side. It's not working. So he's trying to get in on his phone.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a armor thing that you can do. There's also like that thing that I tried to do where I could recover some points, but I couldn't get there given how much damage was done. There's iPhone. iPhone's going to join us.
well, you took a fuckload of damage. So that was how many points was that?
He rolled
13.
double
13 all
sixes.
one.
He
13.
rolled double sixes.
Ah, Jesus.
All right, let me
He did.
get us videos.
I honestly thought Johnny would buy it before the end. So very lucky to take the 1 point. Like, I guess because I wasn't there's a threat. I'm more of a distraction.
You did. You played your role exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it was in character for me to not have engaged in the combat earlier, in as much as I would have died with a single hit.
all right, guys, welcome back. We apologize for the tech delay and bathroom break, as the group has just decapitated Dracula and defeated the main villain of Night's Black Agents.
Now his
and
name is Decapula.
Dracula dossier is going to come to an end. So, hey, anybody out there in the chat, this is a good time. If you have any questions or anything like that, any feedback, give us feedback really quickly if you want to. And then,
Yeah, Thor, give us some feedback.
yeah, Thorg.
These 5 sessions were a little longer than expected.
Yeah, there was at least 3 sessions longer than I wanted it to go. No.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that you didn't make it drag out a couple more months so we could make it an even 3 years.
You know, I thought about it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. I'd think about it. And honestly, if you guys would have went out some things a little differently. So what I would like to do, just for the internets out there, is we're going to get together in 2 weeks on our normal play day.
Yeah.
And decompress with each character, get some highlights of what they thought the best part of the campaign was. Feel free to send us your messages, things you want to know, stuff like that. And I'm going to give each character an opportunity. We'll give, I don't know how late you guys want to go. Here it's 11:03.
Well, hold on. I don't care about tonight, but 2 weeks from now is the 20th.
Uh-oh.
Is that Origins or something?
Yeah,
It's Origins.
it's Origins.
It won't be a full session, though.
Okay.
Are you going to be there on Tuesday?
No, I'll be here. I can be there. I just want to remind you.
Okay.
guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Who's going.
I'm probably only going like a day or so. So,
Okay.
not that big for me. I'm good. Thor said, "I got your feedback right
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
right here." All right, so we're gonna give each character a chance to ask a question, or each player a chance to ask a question. If there's something during the game or campaign that you felt like maybe you don't have all the information about.
I got one right off the bat, but this is a bit of a tough one for you maybe to answer.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What was Dracula's overarching plan?
His overarching plan was to kill you.
Oh, so for him, it sounds like it was very personal.
It was extremely personal.
Okay, because I was curious if it was sort of like he sort of enjoyed just being immortal, and he had no plan for world domination or no plans. He's just going to continue to exist, feed, and go on. And then we made it personal. And
yeah, you made it personal.
Yeah. Okay. That explains a lot, because I was thinking that, but I was
when you killed Lilith. Lilith was like his favorite child, that was also his like romance. At one point previously in their lives, over all the years back in the ages of Babylon, Elsbeth and Dracula, or basically Ishtar and Marduk, were fated to be together, and Lilith interrupted that. And so she was cast aside, was the spurned spouse per se over all the years, and she disappeared for the longest amount of time. And only after discovering some things through Ring and keeping her finger on the heartbeat of things that were going on in Ring did she find out of your guys' existence and realized she might have a plan. Then she combined with Anika, and Anika also did not like him and was willing to kind of help dethrone him, but not directly. So there was a hole there that was exploited by Dracula, but it didn't pan out.
Gotcha. That was my question.
Anybody else got something?
Here's my question. My question is, are those two up to something schemy now that Dracula's out of the way?
Ooh, it's hard to say.
Season 2 will reveal all.
Yeah, season 2.
It's hard to say. I mean, Elsbeth didn't have any direct plan. While she thought that it might succeed, she was unsure.
I was just concerned that it may have stated towards the beginning times that I'm concerned that we are just pawns, so that, and we will disrupt the natural order of things and allow someone else to.
Yeah, Tesla's vampiric basically situation was Anika kind of putting a necessary like a kind of pawn on the board to have a say in what happened. Luckily, Anika and Elsbeth could not go against each other, but Anika knew that Elsbeth had the ability to circumvent her, and so was willing to make sure. And so she wanted to basically, Tesla was her dog in the fight, kind of.
So my question will be Thorg's question, which is, why didn't all the vampires turn to dust after the progenitor died?
He wasn't the progenitor.
Oh.
They were all three individual. Only Lilith was his child.
There you go, Thorg.
Yeah,
Aliens. They're all from
Anika,
different planets.
Yeah, they're all from different clans within the same planet.
See?
And they have different abilities.
Aliens.
It was aliens in the end.
No.
It was aliens in the end.
Are you fucking kidding me?
In the end.
I
It
was
was
a
aliens.
question. Johnny never wanted to know who got killed at the temple that was close to him. But now that we're done, do you remember who did? You were like, "Do you want to find out?" I was like, "Johnny's like, no. This is clearly designed to demoralize us." So
Yeah. Well, I don't think you never fleshed out any of your contacts. So Johnny never fleshed out any of his network points. He said that so Dan took a very interesting look at his character and said, I'm not going to have any network points because I don't want anybody that can get killed.
Well, but that wasn't network points. That was
That's what I was gonna
That was our
Network,
solace.
that was
One of
our
it was our
soul.
solace, right?
Yeah, Solace.
Solace.
So who would have been, I don't know, what would have been Johnny's Solace?
Well, I know that one of my solace is former operative, and then the safety is the seed vault in Reykjavik. I know that when what we had said was I spent all of my, you gave me extra points, but I spent them basically to create a faux life for myself. So it looks like I'm still answering the phone and on the computer, like AOL online at my old apartment. So all this time, to everybody else in the world, it looks like Johnny's still going about and buying groceries. And that's where I spent my points. So the idea is that no one would even know I'm missing. And
So you're saying-
I don't know. That's why I was curious.
Is
But
it your
maybe it's
urologist?
So your Solace
Like
probably
your-
would have been the other agent.
It's a
I mean,
photograph
he's-
of the burned down Reykjavik seed vault burned to the ground.
Yeah,
That was my location.
There you go.
All right.
it was. And JC, you can still ask a question. Yeah, Thor can have his own. His urologist.
That was my suggestion, Johnny. Is your person to be your urologist?
Yeah, your prostate starts giving you trouble in the 6th or 7th decade.
Exactly.
Was there significance to? So there were multiple items that we came in, like Lucy's brooch and other things.
Yep.
Could we have leveraged some of those against him to make the fight a little bit more easy? Or
You could have, and the guy that knew that information was the Nazi on the Yahtzee.
Okay.
But you guys never gave him the time of day.
Because we hated him. Because he's a Nazi.
We gave him several minutes on the microwave, though.
You did give him 7 minutes on high. You did give him 2 turntables and no microphone.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. He was very into the occult, stuff like that. So he had the information. He was actually the guy who was in charge of the German occult vampire program.
I just didn't trust him. I had no free of reference to be trusting him. What am I allowed to ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What? We had a cameo from Ryzen in the finale.
You did a small
if we
cameo.
had tried to utilize him in this battle, would he have helped?
Would he have helped if it was necessary? I didn't want to steal anyone's thunder. I wanted you to decide if he should have a point.
I thought at one point we didn't have time before we got into it for this to make sense of the story, but I thought about using some of my either network or some flirt points to get him to help us in the fight.
Yeah, that could have worked. That could have worked.
Flirting. Is there going to be, Dr. Mitchell, do you think there's going to be a happy ending between you and Ryzen?
No. Is Ryzen a vampire?
He is not.
What is it?
He was healed by the Nazi on Yahtzee, actually. So he was brought back to full health. He was healed up.
Vampire tech, but he's not a vampire.
They did. Yeah, they used occult tech on him to bring him back.
Does the Nazi on a Yahtzee have his body back, or is he still just headless?
He's in between. He's still transitioning.
He's got a very small body. It's like
He's
about
got a
that
very
tall.
small.
Like
It's like Deadpool. His head is like
Deadpool.
his head's like Deadpool's hand. It's just a small body.
I'm glad that you chose hand. As
Yeah. He carries around a jar like this, and it's just like wires running into him. He's able to move around. What about Lily?
No, I don't really have any questions. I stayed pretty attentive most of the time.
Yep.
Did we find out what happened with the flowers of the grave? Was that all exposed? 'Cause that was a thing we did for a while. We had the visions.
Flowers of the grave.
Or the flowers that were growing, and we identified them, but we never went, I think, to that location.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those were in Naples. That was at the crypt.
Oh, that was the crypt. Okay.
That was the crypt. That was
It was just an identifier, I think.
It was an identifier to kind of lead you that direction towards that crypt.
Yeah.
And the entity that possessed Lily, do we know who that is? Or
That was an attempt at one of the vampires in the ring facility to possess Lily, but it just wasn't powerful enough to hold on.
and she was susceptible to the artifact because she had drank blood?
Because she had been bitten by the Dracula vampire on the rig.
Okay. All right.
But Lily's blood was naturally resistant to the vampirism. It was only after she got the straight injection of the specialized serum that was actually created by Seward's great-great-grandniece.
Ah.
Evan, you never managed to get me to be a vampire. I'm sorry.
So it turns out I can do that if I want to spend aberrance points to make it happen.
Oh.
Oh, really?
There's an infection.
Also going to be in the sequel.
Yeah, exactly. Hold still. Let me try it again. I think I've got it right this time.
Well, Byron, for you, was there any thread that we really didn't pick at besides the Nazi and the Yahtzee that you laid out there?
Was there a thread that you really didn't pick at? I tried to give you more opportunities than I expected you to take. You guys could have maybe gotten some more out of Ring, but honestly, I think at the times that I presented it, I wasn't as prepared to go down those roads when you would have asked, and so I think that prevented us from really exposing more of that.
We're
You know,
a
I
very
thought-
suspicious bunch.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
very
we were pretty
you were very
suspicious.
direct, very direct. You know, that was it. Yeah.
I know that my character pretty much didn't trust anybody outside of the five of us, and I'm
Yeah,
not
we
saying I
were-
really trusted the five of us.
Yeah,
at times we had trouble trusting each other.
Yeah.
the sunken
Well,
castle,
one of us.
the sunken castle in the lake, was completely a Dracula sham to draw you out into the open. What he expected to do was kill your solaces, and you would just shut down and leave him the fuck alone. And that's not what happened. What happened is you guys went on the attack and went after things that were dear to him and began to attack him. So he went back to his castle and kind of turtled. He waited because he thought you were going to come after him. And then you guys kind of hesitated and did other things. And so he got arrogant at that point and came out.
We considered nuclear weapons, and then we went off and attacked his love. And
Yeah.
Actually, I guess we took a page out of his book in a way.
You did. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took his solace, motherfucker.
That's
You
right.
did. That is actually true. You absolutely did.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It did go a
Very
little
much so.
longer overall than I thought it would, but I guess it really not surprising because it is such an in-depth campaign.
Just for 2 years. I mean, just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some of the
When did
best
we
stories
start?
go
What-
long though, right? Like
Did
I
we
think,
start in 2020?
September of
September.
2020.
Yeah, it's 2020.
September, I think it was September 9th of
Wow.
2020. If I remember rightly, if I was to look back to the actual first episode.
And it was originally going to be how many episodes?
I thought it was going to be like Maybe-
4, 5,
Yeah.
6.
I thought maybe like 12, to be honest. I didn't know exactly how long
Oh,
to. This
Dan,
was unlike any other campaign I ever ran.
he was
It
he
was-
was all, I want to test run, I want to test play this scenario from Night's Black Agents, is this kind of thing, and it's not going to run that long, like 4, 5, maybe 6 episodes tops, because he's trying to convince, I'll work around your schedule, because he's trying to get me to commit to something I can't commit to because I work a weird job.
But you did. Look, you were here.
Yes, I
you were here every
Yeah,
time.
and I would like to point out that I am the only person in this group that didn't cancel at the last minute.
Oh, you're right.
That's facts.
Actually,
That's facts.
I never canceled.
I never knew that
You
was
had a
You did too,
Brenthernet.
you went in the fucking hospital, you
You had a
asshole.
Brenthernet.
No, Byron canceled. I was
No, that was
in the
me.
hospital.
That was me.
It's true.
That's true.
That was
It's
me.
true. We did a little test.
We
thing.
did a little test. We did a little test, and it was. I didn't really
He-
like it, and
He-
I
he-
was a
he
little
didn't like the
unprepared.
lag.
It was a little lag, and I was not really as prepared for that episode as I could have been, and so I canceled it.
You know,
Yeah.
if you guys want to hit some, I'll just tell you, my favorite episode still was when we went back in time in
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. I
That
love
was cool.
Yeah, the flashback episode was very cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I did.
Man,
And that
I'm trying
was-
to think of a
That
lot.
Yeah,
was
that
completely
scene
within
was
the
my favorite,
possibility
too.
of that.
Yeah.
Which one?
That was my
Yeah.
favorite too. The castle Karstein or whatever the hell that was.
with that big old ghoul thing that kicked her
Yeah,
ass.
that was so much fun.
That was some fun battle.
So that's kind of based off of the movie The Iger Sanction, which is like one of my favorite movies ever. And so, like with Clint Eastwood, and where he's a special thing, and they climb up over the mountain to come down on the
right. I
castle.
think I've
Yeah, it's
seen
based
that
off The Iger Sanction, man.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I
dude.
love that. I love that.
right.
I
Fucking,
remember you
right? It
mentioning
makes
that.
so sense, right? Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of my
I love
favorite
that.
George
Like-
Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
date episode where we were in the and we pretended Lily was like a call girl, and I went to this thing and just watched 5 with that one day.
Wait, say it again. Wait, say
Oh,
again.
yeah.
You kind of broke up, Tyler.
I said
one of my favorite episodes was the like Tinder date episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the Nazi on
yeah.
a Yahtzee one.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
I
Yeah.
just sat there and watched Hawaii 5-0 with the fucking dude, like hoping to get some information. It was just like one of his bodyguards. Like,
I think one of my favorites was What's in the Pram.
Yeah.
Like, you guys
Oh,
all
yeah.
trying to figure out what was in the fucking
Yeah.
pram. Like, that was so retarded, dude. You guys were coming up with, like, fucking rocket launchers and shit sticking out of this baby carriage. I'm just like, fuck no. And who can forget Goblin Riot?
Oh, yes.
Goblin Riot. My
Goblin
absolute
fucking
favorite.
Riot. For
I mean,
sure.
I mean, as absurd as it was, though, I did like our excessive use of drones because it's always a mark of honor.
Excessive. We used it once.
But we did,
Yeah.
but
That was excessive.
Yeah.
That was
Daddy said
excessive.
no more.
we used
Yeah.
it to such great effect that it made a lasting impression.
It made
so-
an impression so fast I knew that shit was not continuing. Like,
We predicted
like-
the Ukraine war. We like that is the thing.
oh,
Yeah.
We broke him early, is what he's saying.
you did. You broke me on that one. I'm like, nope. Very rarely do I just put a hell fucking no on something, and that
So
was that
okay,
was
so
on-
what did we
that was on the
disrupt
list.
with that?
Well, it's not what you did disrupt with it. It's what you could
Well,
have
yeah, what we could have.
disrupted with that. What you could have done was ridiculousness. You would have, had you not killed that vampire, Ring would have had more information to help you against Dracula.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Ring would have been able to do research on that guy, but you blew him the fuck up.
Yep.
We
yeah.
set a tone.
The fucking pieces. Yeah, there was very really few episodes. So the Nazi on the Yahtzee episode, that guy was not supposed to be anything like that. He was really just supposed to like give you information. You were supposed to talk to him and get shit. But you guys just like fucking instantly fucking killed him, and I'm like, what do I do? So I just had to like make up some fucking laws.
Oh
and
yeah,
rules
because
that I gotta
didn't
understand.
I just kill him? No, not Nazi on a Yahtzee. It was who did
Yeah.
we kill?
Yeah, that was the German guy. You just
Oh
instantly
yeah, the
killed
German
him.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought you were
Instantly
talking
fucking
about.
killed him.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the vampire that I killed with C4 early on. Like it was
Oh.
actually our first vampire
Yeah.
fight.
No,
yeah.
I was okay with. I was okay with that. That was a hell of a fight. That was awesome, dude.
He was wrecking us, and we were like, shit. I'm like, what do I got? C4. I always got C4.
When clearly he was like over 1,000 years old, or he was several hundred years old, dude. And Lily was like, if you don't know anything about Brazilian jiu-jitsu, like, it didn't exist. Watch this shit. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine it any way. Like, if someone's using jiu-jitsu on you and you don't know how to get out of it, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like, you're just fucked. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what do I do? And I was like,
It was a pretty good rebuttal about like, oh, guess what? You don't know.
Thorg said he was a fan of the Nazi head.
Yes.
Uh,
I also liked what was I just thinking? I liked the market scene.
oh yeah,
very
the
first-
original,
the first-
the
the
kick
first
out,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was from the Harker intrusion.
Mm-hmm.
That was the prelude to this.
I love
yeah.
description of the party: a drug addict, a guy with split personality, a psycho with a sword, a pyromaniac, and a doctor walk into a room.
yeah.
I know we had a lot of like real good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you guys had a great, well-rounded party.
And yet, and yet, with all of that, with all those crazy people with their agenda, we all saw red when we were confronted with a Nazi, and just
Yeah,
wanted him, just ended him
Yeah.
instead of utilizing him.
You know, when
Yeah.
I signed up for this game and made Lily, I didn't know I'd have to play a very serious character for like 2 years. I was not ready to be like serious with Lily. I was just like,
It's like you're gonna need to go to counseling to get past this for a couple of years. Brett.
So wait, yeah. So was Lily intended to be a joke character?
not really, but I wasn't like, I didn't expect to play for this long as like a super serious character. Like
So I think Lily became part of a joke character when the Hello Kitty shit came into existence in the Bond session right off the bat.
Well, it's kind of funny because I never considered Lily to be like a particularly like jokey character. More just like she's kind of an action hero, like a very like. But then again, all of us are kind of spy archetypes when you break it down. Other than Dr. Mitchell.
I love the juxtaposition of her being a little girl with Hello Kitty backpack, but being our big bruiser. Like she was a lethal bruiser in the group.
Right.
That was what was able to take her out, was the fact that she couldn't kill the little Asian girl with the Hello Kitty backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, true.
Clearly a setup.
Yeah,
clearly.
It was clearly a setup. Yep, absolutely.
I agree though, Tyler. I was like, I think I mentioned this one point, I think to you guys, but like playing Johnny, I thought it was going to be like a 6-episode whatever run where I play a straight character. I think it's one of the reasons why I love playing the German so much, because he could be a little silly. Like, it's a slog because you're like, it's your job is basically sort of be like the
straight man, right? Yeah.
That was a long campaign.
That was a little bit my run too, although this Bond with Evan managed to change that up a little bit.
And there was so much you could add because you were a hematologist with the World Health Organization. You were able to do investigatory things with the blood and stuff like that. There was a lot of information you were able to determine.
I like that.
From all
that
your
a lot.
experiments and stuff.
I like that a lot. And for me, I don't mind a serious game. I mean, there's always going to be some silly in the.
Oh yeah,
dark
I mean, we found
comedy.
enough room for that.
So like
sure.
when I play comedy, I play dark comedy usually. I'll run whatever, but I play dark comedy. And what I loved is the scientific element that came into it from Tara's perspective, because her background in medicine. So it was really cool because it kind of punched through that wall of disbelief, because the shit you were hearing was real science. It was kind of cool. I like
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I love, she definitely put me through my fucking paces when she's like saying shit. And I'm like, I'm fine. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to have some balance with a couple different kinds of science and then the different elements. I thought that we had a fairly for this type of party, I thought we had a fairly balanced group.
Yeah, and I think the rule set really did allow us to do what we wanted with it. We didn't follow it. You broke up like really badly.
Oh yeah, he broke up.
What were you saying? What rule
set? We didn't use
there were rules.
Honestly. We did use a lot of it.
In a couple episodes we used the rules.
We did use a lot of it, but it was nice to have a story and not have to rely on the mechanics.
Yeah.
Get bogged down by rules too.
Yeah, I thought the story was way more important than the mechanics, and you guys brought that to life.
Yeah. Well, and I think that like as far as I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about this more on the debrief. Is like I like the fact that like over time I actually got to use explosives less, because it was one of those things where it's like when you play a character who likes to blow shit up, you don't want to be always going in that direction every time, because it does tend to take away a lot of the interest. Like it takes you feel like you're like, oh man, like I'm just gonna suggest that I should blow everything up because that's just the most expedient way to reach this goal.
I had a concealed cherry that I could have used, and I considered making that for C4. And that I instead of the garlic holy water grenades or whatever I did, but I like that we didn't go that route.
I do too. Honestly, like it actually made it much more satisfying that we used conventional. Like none of us actually ended up using any bullets. Like all the bullets sucked. And it didn't work.
Sorry, but yes, you're right.
It's true though.
So had you guys rolled in here with a full like weapons team and stuff like that, and full of all that stuff, then basically what would have happened is the security guards with the walkie-talkies, there were a few of those that were at Dracula's Bay. The one girl that Lily fought and killed, her name was Kata, and she was actually a child of Anika's that was had been blackmailed and basically turned by Dracula to use against Anika.
Oh wow.
And Elsbeth purposely got rid of anyone that she thought could be used against her, other than Evan.
You can monologue another time, bitch.
So interestingly,
That was amusing.
I picture the facility we were in, and it's modern day. It's got security cameras, the security cameras which would not have been able to see the vampire, watching all of what just happened in that hallway.
So this facility actually didn't have security cameras.
Oh,
because it was old.
darn.
It was Elsbeth's castle. It was Elsbeth's castle. So,
it's funny. We did a lot of research too on like what would hurt vampires, and Dr. Tara, she used some of it there for it. I always run like a hall of mirrors. Like if we trapped a vampire there, we would only see the real him because it doesn't reflect, right? Like we never really I never felt like really exploited all of the ins and outs of the ways in which we killed the vampires, but it was good.
Uh-huh.
I remember for a while they were making a list and we were reading the book and we were talking about it, but that seemed to fall by the wayside. I guess.
Yeah.
Mid 2022.
Yeah, Dracula had 44 health and 50 aberrance points.
Woo!
His to hit was 10. You had to get a 10 to get him.
Well, it makes you feel better. I spent every point I ever got in my general statistics. So I'll just run down those real quick. I had an 18 in weapons. I had 16 stability, an 18 in shooting, 14 infiltration, 20 health, and 18 in hand-to-hand, 8 filch, 8 disguise, 10 cover, 8 conceal, 10 athletics. None of my shit is below 8. Every point I ever got went into my general stats.
Straight into
I don't know how they managed to almost kill you.
They didn't. I only took 7 points of damage. Well, because
That other time.
story.
The other time, yeah.
Yeah, that was more story than anything else.
Yeah.
We used to call it script.
That was
script.
That was
In the
off
module.
script.
Yeah.
Module.
It was. It did become like in the module.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I was doing when we first met Dracula was just I was gonna like, I got 8 in weapons, I got 8 in hand, burn it. Okay, what cherries do I have? Start burning those, like just everything you could possibly throw. Because it was like this is it, man. I really thought that Johnny was gonna. I thought there was a fairly good chance, like probably 4 out of 5, Johnny would bite it in the combat, which I thought would be like a appropriate way to go out. But it was like, all right.
He didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance to take you down.
I honestly, I felt like, we killing the Dracula, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought, I'll just say that. But I mean, I didn't take most of it. Like Evan took a ton.
It's like that moment when you're running a D&D game, right? And they face off against Tiamat or something. You're like, okay, if you want, this could go on for the next 3 weeks, and I could just punish the shit out of you. And,
So I had 2 options. Either way, Evan wasn't gonna die, but I had 2 options. Option 1 was allow Brent to have the narrative and do something to save Evan, or the other option was for Elsbeth to give her blood to Evan, because she was not that far away. Or the other option that I thought of right before, but unfortunately I had fucked it up, was he was supposed to, if he went down, he was supposed to be near Persephone, that was the vampire that Dracula killed that he was walking with, but Dracula had thrown that corpse onto Tesla, and so it was too far away for Evan to get to it. But Evan was going to basically sense her blood and be able to reach out and take it if he wanted to. Like her blood was going to roll over.
I had a plan up my sleeve too. If Tesla hadn't done that, then on my next turn, I was going to pull a vial of his mistress's blood out of my bag. and
Nick,
inject.
Yeah, that would have worked.
and
That
all
would
the while,
absolutely
I was actually, I wouldn't say I was happy to die, but I was like, yeah, he's too big for his britches. He's facing off against, like, the anti-hero. He kind of dies, and the rest of the team, sort of triumphs as a result of maybe at some level of his sacrifice. I was okay with that. It would have been cool. Would have been cool.
Terry would have given up her kill shot opportunity if she needed to save Evan.
Thorg has said he needs more Murph.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So actually, oddly enough, guys, Byron and Thorg, Len reached out. She's her schedule has freed up a lot, so she is ready to get this show back on the road. So we're gonna do that.
Fantabulous.
Yeah, and then we got
I'm ready to go.
I don't know if it's this Sunday or not. If you guys could, we'll talk about that offline. But
This Sunday, I'm good.
all right.
I am now running a vampire game every other Sunday.
Hey Thorg, can you do this Sunday? Because I'm pretty sure James will be there. I'm sure.
This Sunday,
Yeah,
I am good.
Yeah, I'm good this Sunday.
Okay. I am actually very good this Sunday.
So, has anybody changed jobs since the last time we talked?
No.
I'm going to.
Are you?
Okay.
I didn't change recently, did I?
Yeah, no.
No, but you've changed at least once since we started playing.
Yes.
3 years.
That's what
Thorg
I'm
said should be
Yep.
good.
So I'm reaching out now.
All right. So why don't we go ahead and end the stream?
Yeah, we'll end the stream with
And
the
then
announcement that, hey guys, coming
do
up
5
this
minutes.
Sunday is going to be Vile Dawn, a Savage Worlds campaign about superheroes and supervillains.
nice.
Bye.